Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
You had a nice little vacation in the middle of the week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Celebrated America and my son's 5th birthday.
Happy birthday, CJ.
Happy birthday, CJ. Happy birthday, America. Happy birthday to anybody else involved. Hey, folks, this morning we're talking about what's probably the biggest trending thing right now around the world, and that is something called Threads. It's an offshoot of Instagram, and it's meant to be sort of like a Twitter killer.
Ooh. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg launched this, right?
Yeah.
I came back to this big surprise. We both got on it.
Yep.
So we have accounts. Yeah, very interesting. Are you guys all on it?
No.
Nope,
so
not yet.
I didn't hear about it literally until our newscast.
I don't have a needle yet to get the thread.
That's right.
And you can only do it on the app. You can't. You can't like go to your desktop computer and do it yet. You have to download the app on your cell phone.
Okay.
Interesting. So what's it look like when y'all open it? Like, what are...
Like Twitter.
Yeah, it's very similar to...
What is the content that you're getting?
So this is...
No, y'all did not post a selfie.
Already did a selfie this morning.
Is that your first thread?
No, my first thread
Now
was
you
last
can't
night.
show this when nobody else can see it.
Yeah, I mean, the format is really, I wish I could show you. It's just basically
Here you go, man, the phone.
very similar to Twitter. Yeah, there you go.
Can you,
So when you get on, you can immediately... Oh, be careful. I hope...
It's all good.
When you get on, you're asked, do you want to follow everyone that's on from your Instagram?
Yep.
Which I immediately said yes. Ben said no, because he said he has a totally different crowd on Twitter than he does on Instagram.
I just want to think about it a little bit more, because one thing I think I always enjoyed about Instagram but also Twitter was that they were different and had different followers, and there were different audiences and different, and so I didn't want to automatically assume the people I want.
Twitter's a little more serious, don't you think?
Follow more news people. Instagram,
politicians, politics.
I was just tweeting about serious power outages on Twitter. Didn't do that on Instagram.
Not on Instagram.
Yeah. I was talking with Hank, our digital director, before we came out here. I was like, what do you think happened to Twitter? Like, because a lot of people loved it and a lot of people came to hate it recently. And I think it was. I think for a lot of people, the trolls and the negativity of Twitter just became too much.
I feel like that's anywhere though sometimes.
Right. It really is all platforms.
But I mean, do you all feel like Instagram is as negative as Twitter?
No, because it's pictures. I like pictures.
I know. I know. What now?
I think it definitely can be. I mean, all the platforms. It gets a little rough no matter where you're at. But
I think usually, for me anyway, on Twitter, if we have a mess up, which we are only human, in the newscast, sometimes we immediately get a snarky comment on Twitter. Yeah. But Instagram, you won't.
Yeah. And I think that's one. And also Twitter allows you to be anonymous, and so you can be a bot or you can be anything else. And where Instagram,
but you
could certainly
create
do
a
that.
Fake account on Instagram too.
Yeah,
people don't do that much. I mean,
I would beg to differ.
Seriously, no. Please share your experience. Are there a lot of bots and trolls on Instagram?
Oh my goodness, yes. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of them.
I have never had a problem on MySpace.
Amen. It's still the safe one.
Melissa Banks chiming in saying, "I got enough to keep up with. No thanks. I'm old." And John Kelly saying, "I agree with Melissa." So, I think. Until it really takes off, I think a lot of people may.
You can only juggle so many platforms.
Yeah.
Like you guys got really into TikTok.
We did.
That was like I drew the line at TikTok because I'm like I will do not.
Yeah, we were on a roll last year.
Yeah. But then it got exhausting.
It did.
It's a lot of work.
It was fun at first, and then you're like, even though I have more followers on any of my platforms on TikTok. But I don't pay attention.
Most of them are in China.
Yeah, with all that stuff, I kind of was like, I don't know. Should I be on this?
I know.
And then Instagram came out with Reels, which kind of gave you that. And you could scroll, and look at pictures and news and fun videos.
Yep.
Where TikTok is a lot of in your face
that's
videos.
a very good point. Notice what Instagram's doing. They created Reels to compete with TikTok. They can now have Threads competing with Twitter. So Instagram is really
taking over.
Taking all branches that you're going to be able to jump out on. And forgive me, you might have said this earlier. When you're making an account for Threads, do you log in with your Instagram? Or
you go through.
Okay.
I think you can do either.
It is a separate app. But you go through Instagram to start it, and you have your same Instagram handle.
which is great.
And you can import your same contacts if you want.
Your photo, your bio.
It is a separate app, but you start it off through Instagram.
I was reading this article. Now, with Thread, posts are limited to 500 characters, which is more than Twitter's 280 characters.
That's still
threshold.
a lot. 500 is still a lot.
And then I didn't get through this entire article, but they said there was some data privacy concerns. This is not going to be rolled out in the European Union because of their strict privacy rules, as well as like Ireland's Data Privacy Commission. So anyway, I mean, but I think we've done stories. We know when we're on social media and Facebook and everything, they have access to our contacts.
If you're a private person, don't be on social media.
Yeah, period.
We've learned every single one of them are going to get some sort of your data. That's the way it seems.
Absolutely. I think what it comes down to too is with Threads, especially since they're trying to mimic Twitter, they're going to have to figure out like how to very specifically cater to their audience. So for a lot of folks that don't know, I didn't start in news on camera. I started behind the scenes doing digital. And when we would like read all the analytics, the problem with Twitter is that essentially it's journalists talking to other journalists. Because if you think about it, the way it's built is perfect for news because you're getting everything in real-time updates. But it's not necessarily like catered to specifically your interests, which is what gets a lot of popularity on Instagram, Facebook, which is why you don't see maybe the posts as timely as you usually would.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too don't really get on Twitter like they do Facebook or Instagram unless there's breaking news.
Exactly.
We see if there's car accidents, if there's a fire, people are immediately searching that and trying to see what's the latest news we can get. So it'll be interesting to see what lane Threads takes.
I'm interested in the battle between the two.
Oh, yeah.
Two big, giant egos going against each other.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not like Mark Zuckerberg is the most popular man in the world, but it's just, I feel like Elon Musk. I feel like Elon Musk has become such a polarizing person in just the last couple of months that Mark Zuckerberg is like, almost seems like a breath of fresh air otherwise because Elon Musk has become so...
The lesser of two.
Yeah, honestly. And you know what the thing is? I couldn't have told you a thing about Elon Musk 6 months ago besides he's the Tesla guy.
Oh, yeah.
But he's just become so high profile on Twitter.
He was actually just on the Today Show recently. I just saw him pop up. So...
Oh, were they talking about Threads?
I think so.
Hank Lee saying, I welcome the alternative to Twitter. You get the best of Instagram, my followers, and best of Twitter, selective accounts to follow without the anonymous bots, which is what you were talking about.
Yeah, but again, that's just my experience, but that might not be other people's experience.
They may start creating those bots. You know.
Oh, yeah, they'll make it there eventually.
And trolls, and that's what makes it.
The bots always come second.
Not fun. Right?
They wait for everyone to be comfortable, and then here come the bots.
Everything's nice, and they ruin it. All right, folks, let us know if you're going to head on over to the Threads and give us a follow. The station's there as well. I'm sure these other folks will be on there at some point.
Maybe
not.
I gotta get rid of MySpace.
Yeah, Larry's going for MySpace. He's bringing it back.
Bring it back.
That's right.
I love it.
And Friendster, remember that one too? That was another one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Last and fast.
All right, folks, we'll see you back here tomorrow for a Friday edition of Wake Up Charlotte to Go.